I think in the origin of it, there was no difference. In the origin of it, before Israel became a Jewish religion, there was no difference because halacha was the way you walk it, not the way you execute um, certain deeds or certain actions. It was from the work, from the word of it. It was the way we walk it, how to walk the walk, if you like. Okay, but because it, um, as for many religion, the history of religion happens. It's as though the praxis and usually the ritual separates itself from the origin, and it went on its own path, and the path to La La Land or whatever, the path that actually is easier for people to hold because it's a political path. It suggests that because we separated from the origin, no one actually understands. So if no one understands, we create uh, stratas of power for those who knows, those who know, those who sort of attempt to know, and those who are completely ignorant. So here you have um, the separation from the origin of what is halacha, and you can see that it was sealed. Nothing that is dynamic and alive is sealed. Halacha is sealed. You have Shulchan Aruch, you have certain, you can discuss within it, but you cannot sort of, it's not open. Kabbalah was never sealed.
So,
So what we study today is what I say. Well, it's been recorded, maybe it's not written, but basically it's another layer of truly of this organic life or living organ, which is Zohar, which cannot happen not with halacha and not really regretfully, not with Mishnah, and definitely not with Talmud. So the whole system is a separation. So we cannot speak about actually what is halacha. And definitely, I'm not I'm not working, and I have no language of that branch of the separation. Okay, so we need from the beginning to actually redefine, for example, even the word mitzvah, to see it as an organ of the spirit that will allow us to communicate and to commune and to be together with the same intention with the higher. So it needs to separate itself with what they say action in hands and legs. It has to do with intention. Now, when we read Rabash, and sometimes less with Baal Sulam, they were basically observing Jews on the let's say on the outer look. Now, they spoke within the context of community, of a religious community. In order for the religious community to listen to them, at least they should give the appearance of that they are on the same, let's say, that they speak the same language, though they don't speak at all the same language. This is why more non-Orthodox Israelis would study Baal Sulam and Rabash than Orthodox in numbers today. Because
so
they feel with it, they have a sense, an intuition that actually if they're going into it, it's going actually to be subversive to the way, to the holding patterns and to the thought and to the, let's say even rejection of being part or participant, active participant within the state of Israel. It's going to sort of take away the carpet under their legs, so they cannot afford it. So the separation is within it. So every time we read it, we need to separate. We need to remind ourselves that mitzvah, now definitely in Elul, that mitzvah has to do with a deep work of reformation and belief. And this is the act. This is the true act of mitzvah.
Okay.
And you can see it's from this portion of when we come to this will, which is called Eretz Israel, and then when we come to, I don't know, when we come to the will that is called Israel, the land of Israel, Eretz, okay, Eretz.
So when I
It's
read
the
it
heart.
today, in the reading today, the word new, as opposed to, habitual, the emphasis was on newness. Is this a distinction that you're making? Am I listening to you? I hear that there has to be constant creativity, constant new influx.
Yeah, because now we're going into how the study creates that attitude, this attitude, because it is said it's because of the shattering of the 7 kings of Edom, or the shattering of the vessel, that every time that we come into a new possibility, we are actually dealing with a different spark. We're dealing with a different aspect. So if we are not new, we are not within the realm of reformation at all. Okay. So renewing is not, it's not to do with freshness, it's to do with purpose, with actually being able to come closer to the sentiment of the purpose, or to, because it's every time something else, every time is a different part, a different spark, a different aspect that is coming into our consciousness to be reformed.
So does this also suggest, it does to me, that even Bala Salam has to be updated?
Absolutely. This is what I do.
Yes, that's
Yes,
what I'm.
I read Bala Sulam with the eyes and need of our generation.